I think community leaders and nonprofits should get involved with PADNET because, one, it really strengthens the community as a whole, but it's for nonprofits especially, for a while we were guilty of this as well. It's really hard to tell your story. It's really hard to tell the impact of what you make, of how you make it in the community, and being able to work with PADNET or be a partner with PADNET or, utilize the equipment it gives you the opportunity then to tell your story, to give testimonials of, the impact that you're making, and hopefully encouragement and support to other people who are seeking services or seeking that, that same kind of outlet. And, being able to operate in that way to where, you can serve a community and speak directly to that community and share what drives you, what your passion is, and invite other people to come in to receive those services I think it just takes agencies, especially nonprofits, to a different level. And, I think being able to speak almost directly to the people that you're trying to serve is really powerful. And so being able to have this outlet and, this opportunity to bring all of those people together, I think that's exactly what public access means. I think a normal citizen is exactly PADNET. The citizens in Long Beach, that's exactly what PADNET is. And it's amazing to be able to have those different voices served. And to become a member of PADNET is very simple. One of the things that we do pride ourselves on is trying to keep it as affordable as possible, and offering the best instructors that we can to operate the equipment, to provide, different types of class like lighting and green screen and drones and, all the different types of classes that we have to bring those individual citizens into this fold and be able to have them create content well beyond what they originally imagined for themselves. I think one of the reasons why it was important to upgrade to high definition is really to ensure that we are, we're being innovative and we're keeping up with what's relevant, because with public access, the education comes with public access, and the better equipment you have, the more education is taught around kind of those higher level pieces of equipment, industry grade equipment, things of that nature. And so it's really important to stay current with that. And then if you reverse that and you look at how we're able to incorporate our LAMP program with PADNET, and so these youth are able to now learn exactly on the industry grade equipment, in high definition. We're using the green screen, everything that is modern and relevant to the day and age, I think is really important. And then also with public access, I think if you think about public access in terms of what it used to be, it did look a little dated. There was certainly a kind of a time and a place that you can put a TV show or something on air into. But when you upgrade and you have, the equipment, the high definition equipment, when you have equipment that's better quality, it makes it a little bit more timeless. So PADNET is financed through several different ways. I think our primary source of funding for capital is through the PEG funding, which is the public education and government funding that we receive from the City of Long Beach. That's kind of the staple of what makes us a public access channel. That channel, however, although it gives us the opportunity to have the upgraded equipment, to have the studio be in as high quality shape as it in, and the equipment that we're able to lend out to members, but it doesn't help with the operations. And so we had to be very clever in how we provide the funding for the operations. And so we do utilize our community services block grants to fund part of the operations. One of the things that's really great about that is our funding can be used to preserve a community resource. And, Padnet is a valuable community resource that absolutely needs preserving. So we do get a chunk of our funding from there. The classes that we do provide high quality classes at a lower cost, so that we can reach a more broad level of individuals. That helps fund the programs. We do offer production services, so if individuals or agencies are not in a position to create their own content, they can contact us, and we do have a production crew. And then, of course, the membership. Again, we do try to keep the membership as low as possible, but it does all go back into supporting the operations of the program. And let's see, we have the classes. And then lastly, donations. We do accept donations, and it is, we are able to offer the tax information. But donations really give us a lot of flexibility, because with the donations, we can expand more. We can be a little bit more risk-taking in kind of the services that we provide, or what classes that we teach. So those are some of the ways that we fund the PADNET program. One of the things that we are really going to be focusing on the next couple of years is getting the word out there, making sure that more people have access to become a member, to make it easier for people to broadcast the things that they've already created. And I think, it's kind of a silly phrase, but kind of the diamond in the rough kind of thing. I do think that Padnet is still, a little bit of a diamond in the rough. There's a lot of opportunities for us to shape ourselves and to grow and to be more readily available to more community members, and that the classes that we teach are very clever, and the content that we teach, and giving opportunities for producers to gain more experience, giving opportunity for instructors to teach classes that are near and dear to their hearts. We had Andrew teach an improv class, things like that, that I think just enrich the offerings. That I think just being able to get that word out there, that we have these type of classes, and that we also are looking for individuals who are interested in teaching classes. And if it's a class that makes sense for public access, that we can help support, that we feel like the community would be, really responsive to, we're open to hearing those ideas. And, I think that's really exciting, because then, anybody who's an expert within themselves can come and share their talents with other people. I'm Marissa Semensi, the Executive Director of Long Beach CAP, and if you've enjoyed this conversation about PADNET, I invite you to come to our channel, to attend our classes, to become a member. So Long Beach CAP we're a community action agency, and there are 1,100 community action agencies throughout the nation. And one thing about community action agencies is, my predecessor used to always say, if you've seen one community action agency, you've seen one. And the reason for that is because there's this opportunity for a community action agency to really look at what's happening in the community in which it lives, and figure out where the gaps in services are, where the enhancements need to be, and you're able to craft your programs around what's needed in the community. And I think that's one of the reasons why our programming, LBCAP, is so interesting, because we can't tie a nice little ribbon around everything that we do. We do energy efficiency, we help people with their taxes. We offer grant support to other nonprofits. We do a youth leadership program, and we run PADNET. And so it's interesting because obviously, like I said, there's not a little ribbon that ties everything together. But if you take all of the components apart and you look at them individually and as a whole, you start to see where it meets the needs in the city of Long Beach. The holistic approach or holistic concept is really about kind of meeting individuals and families where they are and trying to wrap services around them to, meet whatever barriers that they're experiencing to self-sustainability. And, we are one of the, being myself, I feel like you can't be everything to everybody, because if you try to do that, then you kind of water down your services and, you're a master of none, so to speak. And so having a holistic approach really, the strength of it is partnership, is, partnering with other community members, other nonprofit agencies, because if there are services that we can't provide, then we can either make a referral to somebody who we can who can assist in that area, or through our community advocacy and family services grants, we can help fund other nonprofits to enhance the services that they're already providing. And so, again, kind of taking that holistic approach really means looking at the individuals and trying to wrap as many services around them as we possibly can. So we have many programs offered through LBCAP. I think our largest program is our energy services. We actually provide services to the entire eastern Los Angeles border, and it's the HEAT program, which is the Home Energy Assistance Program. And that program is actually two different departments. So the first department is utility assistance, and so we will assist individuals with a one-time payment for their utility bills, either gas or electric. And then the second component of that is weatherization services. So individuals, we can go into their homes and their apartments as long as we get, the owner's permission, and we really look at the energy efficiency levels, and we try to improve the quality of life. So, for instance, if somebody does not have, if somebody has a broken air conditioner or heater, that's something that we can help resolve and either install a new one or fix the current one. We do stoves, microwaves, refrigerators, broken windows, water conservation. So there's a lot of things that we can do for individuals in their homes to, again, just improve their quality of life. One of the things that's really interesting now is that we're getting additional funding through ARPA, which is the American Recovery Plan Act. That's one of the stimulus packages that's recently been released. So we're gearing up to, I think, double the services for our utility assistance, especially because with the moratoriums in Long Beach, it's shocking how much people are in debt for their electric bills or their gas bills. And so our program will really help alleviate a lot of those arrearages. We're also very fortunate because we'll be receiving some federal funding for a water program as well, so we can help alleviate the arrearages in the water program. So that's our largest program, is certainly our energy program. We also operate VITA, which is a volunteer income tax assistance program. Now, VITA, I'm very proud of our VITA program. Trisha Heath, who is one of the directors in our agency, her skill in tax assistance is incredible, and we're one of the only programs who operate year-round. And so we operate a regular tax season, and then we also operate throughout the year. And throughout the year, she's able to do multiple year taxes, taxes that are a little bit more challenging than kind of regular taxes. And, we have a focus on the earned income tax credit, which I think is key to help especially low-income families get out of poverty, is through the earned income tax credit. And so that program, we accept volunteers. We process, I think last year we processed almost 900 tax returns, and we brought in, over $1 million back into the community members' hands, which is, I think, really important. And it's a free service. So in addition to that, the families also save on their tax preparation in general. Then we move to our youth programs, and our LAMP program, which is Leadership Arts Mentoring Program, is really one of the staples in our agency. And we teach leadership through the arts, which, again, being in Long Beach, so close to Los Angeles, kind of the entertainment mecca, it makes a lot of sense for us to provide these services. So we have music production, graphic design, photography, and then film and TV production. And so it's really incredible to be able to teach the youth on industry quality equipment. So the youth that come in, they learn how to operate these cameras. They learn how to operate. We have the full Adobe suite, so they'll learn Photoshop and Illustrator, and for music programs, we'll teach Logic and Pro Tools. So it's really fantastic that we're able to offer such leadership training through the arts to keep them engaged. And in addition to that, we teach them critical thinking. We have workshops on financial education, so we can prepare the youth how to, because not only understand how to manage their finances, but how to be successful managing their finances moving forward. The programs that we offer in the summer, we're very fortunate to offer an internship, and it's a paid internship. So the youth can come and they can learn these skills while being paid and have, kind of a summer job, so to speak. Through the pandemic, however, without being able to operate indoors, we had to rethink the services that we offer. And so with our LAMP program, we actually introduced gardening as a component, which really, I think, has just made such a huge impact on the youth that we've served, because many of the youth have been also living in the pandemic, not necessarily being able to go to school, go out with their friends, kind of have any sense of normalcy. And so being able to have the youth go to a local garden in North Long Beach called Organic Harvest Garden, which is a wonderful agency that we partner with. And they're able to learn traditional gardening. They're able to learn hydroponics, and aquaponics, which is the wave of the future, I've heard, for urban gardening. And they're able to ground themselves in really kind of learning what it takes to grow your own sustainable food. And the youth that we have now, it's so enriching for the soul to be able to have youth operating in the program again. And so it's only kind of sparked our desire to get our original LAMP program back up and running once we are able to really freely work, within an indoor environment. And then we also have our community advocacy and family services, and that program is a little bit different because we are able to grant funding to other nonprofits that we partner with. And I spoke about it earlier in regards to being able to enhance what other agencies are doing. And so we look at the vulnerable populations, like seniors and veterans and domestic violence and children under the age of 5. And because we are not in a position to provide direct services, we partner with agencies in the community who really specialize in providing services to those populations. And so we're able to enhance what they do, and that really pushes not only our mission forward, but their mission as well. And then lastly is PADNET, Public Access Digital Media Network. We are very honored to be able to operate the public access channel for the city of Long Beach. And a lot of bringing PADNET and the community voice and highlighting nonprofits and other community work, and having individuals such as yourself and Andrew and all these creative individuals that we have be able to create their own media, share their stories, share their ideas, I think that's really important and one thing that ties the Long Beach community together. I think LBCAP is really important to Long Beach because, again, being able to kind of fit in those gaps, fill in those gaps where services are needed, I think is really important. The energy program, as I stated earlier, which is one of our largest, that impacts everybody. And we provide services to the entire eastern Los Angeles border, specifically in Long Beach. And so we're able to touch every district, every area of the city of Long Beach. And I do think that that's really important. And then, being able to, again, kind of take the holistic approach and work with other community partners and fund other agencies and the services that they provide, makes a big impact. And with other community leaders, it's the nonprofit is such a big, small world. And unfortunately, nobody's at a loss for finding individuals that need our assistance. And so when that happens, being able to collaborate together, being able to, kind of support each other and stand on each other's shoulders and making sure that we can reach as many families and individuals in need as possible is definitely the way to move forward. And that's the way you heal your community, is making sure that everybody who is in a leadership position, who runs other nonprofit, who runs other entities that support the community, if we are all coming together and supporting each other, then that reach, magnifies, and we can assist more people. I'm Marissa Semensi, the Executive Director for Long Beach Community Action Partnership. If you've enjoyed this conversation, please visit our website at www.lbcap.org and get involved in the many programs that we have. So the LBCAP annual fundraiser is very cleverly named LB Nightcap, and it really is a celebration. It's an evening of dancing and collaborating and partnering with individuals, and it's a celebration. And we are definitely hoping to bring the event back in early to mid 2022. And I think one of the things that's really important for Nightcap is just the camaraderie. We are very fortunate to get sponsors. We have an auction item, and in the past we've been able to sell the T-shirts that the LAMP students have made and things like that. But it's an early fundraiser. We're every year I think we're improving and we're developing further, and we're getting more sponsors and having more people participate. So it's a growing event, and it's very fun. So I think supporting Long Beach CAP through our fundraiser, and actually we have 2 online campaigns. We are very, very fortunate to be participating in Long Beach Gives this year. And then we also have a campaign called Capture the Giving Spirit for Giving Tuesdays. And so through the fundraiser and through these online campaigns, it's really important, one, to feel supported by the community, but also the funds go directly into sustaining the organization. We are very fortunate that we receive federal funding, especially for our CSBG funding, as well as our energy program. But programs such as LAMP and the public access PADNET, those funds, or the funding that we receive, really helps to continue those programs and enhance the services and reach more community members. And so receiving donations to strengthen the infrastructure of the organization, it's really honestly kind of the only way to ensure the longevity and the sustainability of a program. Please visit our website at www.lbcap.org and get involved in the many programs that we have. Thank you.